All right, today I am taking a look at JTS Brown Bottled in Bond. And forever and a day, Heaven Hill has been making several bottled in bond bourbons that they sell at incredibly low prices. So without getting too far into the weeds on bottled in bond, the basic thing is it's an old law, basically guaranteed that a bottle would be aged minimum of 4 years. It would be from one distillery and one distilling season. There really aren't distilling seasons like there used to be, and that it would be bottled at 100 proof. So essentially over the years, it just became a minimal guarantee of quality. But in the age of a lot of bad craft spirits and other things, I feel like a bottled in bond bourbon with the throwback label and kind of that just real basic guarantee of quality. They've gotten a lot more popular. Bernie Lubers and the Heaven Hill team, by virtue of the fact that they have a lot of these bottled in bonds, even though other companies have bottled in bond bourbons as well, they've marketed these very effectively. And there's even sort of higher end bottled in bonds now. You look at the E.H. Taylor lineup and that bottled in bond. But the JTS Browns, the Mellow Corns, some of these whiskeys are just fantastic, and I think they're always worth a second and third look. And a lot of people who collect bourbon, maybe you bought a bottle years ago, but you haven't tried it in a few years, I think it's worth another try, and I think it's worth having a bottle around for just a nice on-the-rocks pour, but we're going to taste it neat today. Okay. So a really nice sort of subtle sweet oak aroma. There's a little bit of tropical fruit here. There's a little bit of that kind of banana peel thing going on. Maybe like a touch of pineapple. I'm getting like some corn nuts. And it's a 4-year-old whiskey at 100 proof, so you're not going to get a huge oak influence here. You're going to get a nice mix of that kind of light leather, and then a little bit of oak, and then a little bit of the fruit aroma, but it's going to be balanced generally on it, and that's what it is. You can take a look at the color here. Yeah, nice kind of a dull gold color. Yeah, really, really nice, nicely defined sweet oak aroma. Absolutely flawless. Nothing wrong with this whatsoever. All right. Sweet candy corn. A little touch of orange peel. A little mintiness to it, which I find typical of a Heaven Hill whiskey. It's a little herbaceous, it's a little minty. A little bit of dried fruit and a little tiny bit of like nuttiness as well. There's a honey flavor on the mid palate. But it's that herbaceousness, and then there's kind of a sweet butterscotch honey thing going on. It just tastes fundamentally bourbon. It's sort of like bourbon DNA, and you want to always go back to these types of whiskeys, because when you're tasting other allocated things or finished things or flavored things, you always want to kind of come back to a base, and this is a great baseline brand to always have around. It'd be great in a decanter. I think you serve this to people, I don't think you would get a sideways look at all. This is fantastic whiskey, and it's available on the shelf all the time. And in particular, this is sweeter than I remembered from having this several years ago. A little sweeter, and I would say maybe even like a little more balanced and a little more flavor forward. With all the production that's going on right now, with all the compare this to the time in which the bottled in bond law was written. The best whiskey that's ever been made is being made right now, and this 4-year-old Bottled and Bond is a testament to how good whiskey is currently. So if you haven't tried JTS Brown in a while, I would definitely recommend picking a bottle up. This is going to be around 15-16 bucks. It's a steal. It's a deal. Cheers.